Let me tell you something before we even get started today. Some of you are frustrated with your life, not because you're cursed, not because you're unlucky, not because the world is against you, but because you keep trying to build a future on standards that belong to your past. You keep asking for elevation while living at a level you should have outgrown years ago. And today we're not sugarcoating it. Because your life is not responding to your dreams. Your life is not responding to your vision board. Your life is not responding to your goals. Your life is responding to your standards, the ones you live by when nobody's watching. And if that hits you, good. Because this is the episode where we stop pretending. This is the episode where we stop negotiating with our excuses. This is the episode where we stop blaming circumstances and start confronting the truth. You don't rise to the level of what you want. You rise to the level of what you refuse to live beneath. So buckle up, take a breath, and get ready. Because today, we're raising the bar on your life, your habits, your identity, and your future. This is the world premiere.
I am waiting. Hello, hello, hello. We are here. We are here. Blind Truth here. Click on it. Give me 1 second. Thank y'all for waiting and being patient with me. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh man, that was powerful, man. I cannot take full credit for that. I got to give it to my boy. Extraordinaire, extraordinaire. Great words, man. I had to play it again. I wanted y'all to hear that because it set the standard. It set everything for me, man. I love that, and I had to play it again, man. But hey, we did that on Thursday night, world premiere, World on Streets, man. Every Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time, man. You can see us coming in, but that was a powerful message. And before we get this started, let me go ahead and pay tribute to my sponsor of the show. It's World Premiere World on Streets, Extraordinaire. And let me bring them and Vincent Craig and yours truly, Keith Fletcher from The Blind Truth. So let me go ahead and bring this in, then we get started.
Me a word on the streets, and today we're waking something up in you. Greetings and welcome to the world premiere Word on the Streets. We're live every Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Don't miss out. After a week full of noise, constant confusion, and distraction, this is the show that cuts through the clutter. It's the hour of the week where real talk meets real truth. We bring conversations that challenge the status quo and stir something deeper in the soul. This isn't just commentary, it's clarity, purpose, and elevation. When you tune in, you're not just watching, you're waking up. A place where common sense still matters and lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, this is the world premiere Word on the Streets. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Put your hearts and hands together for the man who discovered his purpose and lives it loud, Larry Extraordinaire Moulton. And Mr. Gotta Get Your Mind Right and Open Your Eyes to the Blind Truth, the motivator himself, the amazing Keith Fletcher. And the man who brings clarity to chaos with the voice of reason you can't ignore, the one and only Mr. Vincent Craig. Make no mistake, there is no word without our host. Welcome to the movement. Welcome to the message. Welcome to the world premiere, Word on the Streets.
Yes, the blind truth, man. Hey, Mr. Gotta Get Your Mind Right so you can see the blind truth. This is my shirt, man. I appreciate y'all getting your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, you made a purchase these days. But gotta get your mind right to realize what's the truth. You don't want the truth. But that's what we solving problems here, man. Hey, but again, world premiere Word on Streets every Thursday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Me, Vincent Craig, and Extraordinaire. Hey, we coming in 3 men that's been through some things, laying it and getting naked on here, telling the truth, what we went through, personal development. A lot of this stuff is development, man. Development skill, getting a mentor, getting with a group or community that can help you grow and get better. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about, getting better. So come check us out, man. Hey, check us out. I got the link in the description, man. Click on subscribe. World premiere, Word on the Streets with your boy. Hey, the blind truth, Mr. Gotta Get Your Mind Right. Keith Fletcher, whatever you want to call him, amazing, whatever. And extraordinaire, hey man, extraordinaire with the videos, AI, man. I'm gonna bring him on the show. We're gonna interview extraordinaire and Vincent Craig, man. Hey, we coming in, man. We dropping some stuff. Last Thursday, man. Go check us out. We talking about your standards. You know what I'm saying? We always talking about goals, but what is your standard? And that's what we talking about here. We got to get right about setting a standard and living by it. You know what I'm saying? So we want to solve these financial issues. You know, we always talk about, we got all these things going on with the world war. We got war going on, gas prices, inflation, man, get laid off, all these things that's going on. We got our family, man, my mother going through stuff with dementia. We got the men going through things in our life that is hard, that we consider hard. But like I said, we got 99 problems, but money shouldn't be the problem. Money is the easy one. I told you I deal with 4 pillars: spiritual health, physical health, mental health, financial health. That should be the easiest one. You know what I'm saying? Easy. You know what I'm saying? But everything is through the spiritual. Everything is through the all praises to the Most High. You hear me speak that all the time. Hey, as you hear me, my voice right now, I ask him to cover you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Put a hedge of protection around you and your loved one. And then we go into that physical, man. Again, that working out. I stay working out, continue working out, eating right, taking vitamins, man, taking my vitamins, always researching, man, and what to be better, man. And also that mental health, man. I getting you some mentor, getting you some counseling, you know what I'm saying? Because we all got tragedy. Hurt people, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. We all been hurt. We all been told something about ourselves and we believed it. And some of that shit wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hurtful told you something that was hurt, gave you something that wasn't true. Because a lot of stuff in this world, we don't know how the world really works. That's how I do my research, man. I am 58 years old. You know what I'm saying? I know I look good, look younger than that. But again, I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through some things, and I was not aware of things, and it was opportunities that I missed because I didn't understand. And I was losing. Just a little bit about myself, man. I'm from the great state of Louisiana, born and raised in Louisiana, a small town called Oakdale, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? At one time, a little small town was called the drug capital of the world because by the people, the amount of people. You know what I'm saying? We had putwood working there. You had 2 things to do with no jobs. And we were a church. In that little town, we probably got about 15, 20 churches. I don't know. But anyway, but like I say, but I came out of there. I was going as a bad kid. I used to fight. But I'm not going to get into all that. But then went to college. Didn't make it in college. Got married early. Went to the military. Didn't make it in the military. Left the military. I'm just saying the things that I went through. Like got divorced. Had kids early. Started off early. Didn't know what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Went to Grambling State. Great Grambling GSU. Went there. Picked the right computer information system at my time in '87. I know. Picked the right degree. But went the wrong way. Went astray. Got married early, went to military, didn't work. Military didn't work. Marriage didn't work. Divorce. Lost everything. And I told this story many times before. Lost everything. Went to divorce. Divorce is hard, man. You know the great thing about divorce? I didn't have nothing to lose. The things that I lost that I thought, it wasn't. But man, I didn't lose no house, no home, no all this stuff like that. But a lot of stuff that came away. But went through that. Got remarried again. Lost all that. Went through stage 4 cancer. Made it through that, lost jaws back then. Then, as you know, I'm blind. I call myself the blind truth. Lost my sight. Now I'm blind. All these things that happened. Had children in between. Had more children. I got 3 more kids. I had altogether 5 kids. Adopted 1. All these things life kept giving. But the thing is, I never gave up. I kept making decisions that this is where I'm at now, but I don't have to be here. I'm making a movement. I didn't know where to go. I was blowing the wind, but I knew I wasn't happy where I was at. I knew there had to be a better way. And let me tell you something. When they tell you about America, if everybody want to leave, this is the best place to be. There's nowhere you can fail. As many times as I failed, and start over again. and start over again. And the only reason I failed was because of the lack of information. My people parents for lack of knowledge. It wasn't because of my color, it was the lack of information. All these things was in my way. Color, reason, all these things coming from was still ability to be better. And the thing that I had that I didn't do, what I should have done was pick up a book. But now, in this time and era right now, it's one of the best, easiest time of information overload. And we don't have the time now. And that's the problem. You just don't have the time. And what we're doing now, we're gonna get right and start getting time, get understanding where we at. We're going to make some time to know where your finances is at. What is your number? How much do I have coming in? What do I have coming in? And what do I have coming in? And what do I have coming out? And see, that's where you got to sit down. You got to sit down and really analyze all the money I got coming in. And then saying how much I got going out. A budget. And we know everybody talk about budgets, but obviously we're not doing it. Yeah, I know you say keep everybody know that, but it's a standard. Again, that's what we talking about, standards and goals. It's a standard. I started making standards in my life when I lost everything. When I was in debt, when I had tickets, I had owed $10,000 in tickets. When I owed the IRS, I had all these problems that I had that I said I didn't have a driver's license. That was not the standard. I was below standard in America. How am I? And then I got people coming from other countries that starting from scratch, and I'm born here and I don't have nothing. Something's wrong. Lack of information. Didn't even know where to go. Then, you know what I'm saying, I started putting the same people around me. They were doing the same thing. They don't want to go. So I didn't trust anybody. I didn't trust the lack of ability of knowing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have all ability. Like I tell people, I tell my kids, lack and abundance travel together. The question is, which one do you want to choose? You have a choice. I know you think you don't. You're going through something right now. I've been there. I'm telling you, I was sleeping on my dad. So with nothing but lack and abundance travel together. And all you need is one idea. All you need is a plan, a strategy. But now, let's go back to money. Because money, see, people want to say, it's God and all that. No, money is your money. It should be a problem. It's a math equation. Money is a responsibility. Money is a habit. Money is a decision to say, hey, I'm standing. That's where I'm going to be at. Money is forgiving yourself, saying, hey, you know what? What is money? Currency supposed to flow. No motions in this. It's all kind of ways. So we're going some way, but we need to have a strategy. So simple things, knowing where you go. Just let's start with simple stuff. All this making it complicated. How much I got going in and how much I got going out. And if I got more than I got going out than coming in, it's a problem. I'm either going to solve that problem, you know what I'm saying? 2 + 2 is 4. I got to make more money. Or I got to live under my means. I got to cut some ends. And some of you probably say, Keith, I done cut more than I can cut. So now I need to pull something in. I know I done worked 2 jobs before. Would I advise you working 2 jobs again? You got to do what you got to do. It's a way. I done hustled. I done had 2 jobs. I cut cars. I started learning. I fixed my own brakes. I changed my own. All the things I started doing and started for me. That what worked for me. But the biggest part for me was educating myself, making a decision, looking at the fit. Hey, I cannot work in this field and make enough. That's not enough money for me. Like now, I'm saying for me to have those goals, I gotta have a standard that I can't go below. I got to make some decisions that I can't be here. I can't take these losses no more. Especially like now, if you're in your mid 40s and up 40, 45, 50, 45, 50, 60, hey, you ain't got that much time. See, back then I was in my 30s, you know what I'm saying? But if we don't have much time to mess up anymore. So you most definitely got to come up with this strategy. You most definitely got to sit down and say, hey, it's time to figure these things out. Where all my money coming from? You got to sit down and say, hey, the kids and all this stuff, we got to sit down and come up with a plan of action, a strategy, and know what. But I got to know what's coming in. I got to know what's coming out, and I get more coming in, and I can cut my costs. And then we got to let me set up an emergency fund. Let me set up, because things like you said, we got 99 problems. So that means I know things going to happen, so I got to set up an emergency fund. Let me set up an emergency fund. And they tell you 3, 6, 9 months of all your bills that you have to pay. Let's say things I got to pay my rent, my mortgage, I got to get food, I got to pay my electric, I got to pay, you know what I'm saying, I got gas in my car to get me to work. Now, you ain't got to have no car note. Let me show you. Because, see, when I decided to get in line, I told my wife, we sit down and said, what are the bills that we don't have to pay? Now, she told me we got to pay all these bills. I said, no, it ain't some things we don't have to pay no car note. No, we ain't got to pay that car note. We ain't got to pay, we ain't got to have a car note. We ain't got to pay the credit cards. We ain't got to, I start saying the things that we ain't got to pay. We ain't got to pay cable. In fact, now we can't pay all these things right now because we it's too much going out that's not coming in. So how can we cut these costs to build up as a safe fund to get ahead of that? We have to start saying, okay, even though I made more money, it still had it. Because I'm gonna say, when you start figuring out now, I'm paying interest. See, that's a number that we don't want to talk about. Interest going out, credit card interest, 18 to 24, 26%. Car note, what I'm paying on my car note. Some people paying 9, 15, 20% on a car note. That's interest. So now I'm sitting here, but the bank ain't giving me up a 0.10 on my money. So that means my money, I'm working harder than my money. Then I go on my job. So what I should do, let's talk about, I can work at my job. They got a what? They got a 401k. What, my job got a 401k. I can get free money, 6% off. Now, yeah, I get this 6%, up to 6% or whatever. That's free money. That's, matter of fact, that's going. If I do it, I'm doing IRA. That's going to lower my tax bracket. Basically, I'm getting free money. Why wouldn't I take that? I'm gonna jump on that, get that free money, and roll with that. Cause I'm gonna get this a total amount, a time total amount. I'm sorry, a time funded. I'm not even gonna make it complicated. Hey, from now to when I retire, that's what I'm doing. Cause I don't know anything about stock right now. That's what I did. I'm just gonna do that. Be simple. Keep it simple. Because that's not the main thing right now. The main thing is for me to get in a position, a strategy to get my money right, to get on track with my money. See, with me, I had tickets. I had a child. I had to pay child. I had all these things against me before we even got to credit cards and all these other things. Somebody asked me, man, what would you think about credit when you lost it? I said, man, credit wasn't even on my mind. Then they asked me, well, what was your goals? I had no goals. I was trying to get a standard. I was just trying to get to a place where I was comfortable. I could breathe. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't have no goals. I ain't have no strategies. I'm just trying day by day. But let me show you what I did with those things. I would go out. I would smoke. I remember my wife at the time of the day, she came in my closet. I had clothes from the cleaners, all of them in bags. And she like, what are you clothes you have? And I said, well, yeah, you know, I go to clean. She like, but you ain't got no money. You sitting there talking about you want to get this and that, but you still taking clothes to the cleaners. No, man, you can start ironing. See, I had to change the way I see. A lot of things is self-inflicted. A lot of things were self-inflicted. And I remember driving my car, man, and my tires, I get busted tires, some ball tire, but I'm sitting up there at my job saying, man, my tire got flat. You know, but I'm sitting there, it ain't no excuse. Because see, that week, I ain't had the money. No, the week before, I went out to the club. I could have used that money to buy me tires. See, the little small things that we think don't matter, that's when I start making standards. You know, hey, you come see my tire, I got to check my tires. Hey, before I go out anywhere, these certain things got to be completed, got to be done. I start setting standards. That's what we talked about on our Word Premier Word of Streets. Understanding what standards. See, that ain't no goal. That was a standard that I got to live by. Ain't no more drive. Hey, my tickets, my lights, I got to pay my tickets. I got to pay on time. I ain't getting no warrants. I'm saying these are standards that I had to fix. I know some of y'all, all y'all life is together perfect, but mine wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So again, getting the money. Back to the thing about money. So once those things start, them little things that self-inflicted wounds, the things that I don't like that's causing me problems, I had to stop creating them on my own. I had to stop the bleeding. So once I got those things out the way, stop making no mistake, and start understanding, hey, even losing a job. You know, I used to lose a job. Hey, I can't lose a job because this is what I need. I need my money. My time is more valuable than anything. So my time is more valuable because I got to get some rest and I got to go work. I'm working 2 jobs at the time because I ain't have no education to do anything else. I'm working 2 jobs. I got to get above water. But we try to play like our money is not important. But I didn't know how to make money while I was sleeping. I was just trying to survive at the time. But when I finally sit down and said, hey, what we ain't got to pay, and start saying, let me take my money and pay. I'm telling my wife, I'm telling you how my mind was messed up. I had the money to pay for my ticket. And I had tickets, man. I'm talking about tickets, amount, big amount. And she said, why don't you take that money and go pay off your tickets? I said, nah, baby, we got to put this money somewhere else. She said, babe, you need to take that money and go pay your tickets. And she was right. See, sometimes we be so underwater, so confused that we don't even know what to do. Just like, man, because let me tell you what I was doing. I was saying, nah, I need that money. What if something bad happens? This is what I'm thinking. Lack and abundance. I'm thinking of lack. Man, what you think gonna happen? I need that money just in case. And I didn't even know where to put the money. We were gonna sit there and I was gonna spend it, and I'd be right back in the same position. So I went and paid it. Got my lights. You see me on my lights. I'm smiling all the time. Start taking care of things. Start knocking those things out slowly. Start paying old back, start fix. Then hey, start seeing getting a breather, start moving to better. I went from one bad neighborhood to another little apartment. Then I went to everything started, but I kept gradually moving, kept going. But now my money right now, but my credit not right now. I got a little money in savings, but how my credit ain't right. I want to be things. I want a house. What do I need to do to get my credit right? How do I fix these things in my credit? The thing that happened with me, I remember my mama gave me a book. See, I told you about them books to read how to repair your credit. How to repair. And I had the book for a while. My mom said, boy, I got you that book. I said, yeah, mom, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. But time, remember I told you, we don't take time out. And then when I wanted to decide to say, you know what, I saw the money, I had extra money, hey, money coming in with, I ain't had no car, no, everything paid. I said, hey, I want a house. And let me tell you something. At the worst time at coming, I bought my house in 2005. 2008 happened, one of the worst depression. 2009 happened. I bought my house when all that, and the person didn't have make a lot of money, but I bought my house, and guess what? I fixed my credit. Reading that book. Start calling credit, negotiating my stuff, negotiating my wife's stuff, and got my credit right. Bought a car now, and everything going good, but guess what I did? Inflation creep. I started getting cars and stuff, and now I'm back. Now I got car notes, car insurance. I'm living. I'm living. All my money going back out again. I didn't learn anything. I got insurance. My kids, they got their own room. They got all these things we have, but still, I didn't know how to use money. I didn't understand money. I didn't understand economics. I didn't understand what the world was. I was just living. Hey, I got the American dream. I got a home. I bought me a home. Hey, man, I got a nice car. Got me a good job. But I didn't know what to do. It didn't feel right. I still went away. I'm sitting there looking at other people. And I remember my neighbors talking about, man, I'm going to buy another house, buy some real estate, buy some land. And it was just like a dream, just talking. Just a dream, just talking, you know what I'm saying? I make more money. I'm out of debt, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not in debt. I'm in debt with the car, no. But I'm not no credit card debt. I don't owe nobody. I'm paying my bills on time, but I'm still coming short. Got a little money. I ain't got no savings like I have. And guess what happened? Stage 4 cancer. Now, in life, medical bills, divorce and medical bills can devastate a family. Just devastate you. Stage 4 cancer is like I had kidney and two surgeries. It can devastate your money. Devastate it shook me. Shook my family. Shook household. I just had my wife. I got 3 kids. Just had my twins. My son was 10 and my twins was 6. I'm looking at my money. I'm like, dang, I'm not prepared. I wasn't ready to leave, but my family wasn't prepared. They weren't prepared for me to step on the side and just be one income with my wife. And I asked the Most High, He get me out of this, you know. I had a how to, people talking about refinancing. I tried to refinance, but I wasn't working no more because they put me on leave, so I ain't got no money coming in. So now I can't refinance my home. What do you do? My brother let me borrow some money, let me borrow a nice amount of money, but what happened when I came out that surgery, I say everything changed. I can't depend on nobody to come save me. I can't I can't afford to be in that situation again. So I had to change the way I think about money. I couldn't just blow in the wind. I couldn't see. I realized the American dream was alive. To be in America, that's the perfect dream. People dream to just come to America, to make whatever you want to make out yourself. You have the ability to be whatever you want to be. That's the dream. So when I started deciding and said, hey, nobody owe me nothing, that's on me. And I started searching. To see something, you question who, what, when, where, how. I started saying it's on me. Then I started looking for a better way. And that's what I got on here. I started talking for a better way. Spiritual, physical, mentally, and financially. Do help. Be better than you were yesterday. Do more than you had yesterday so you can have more. Be fruitful, do multiply, have dominion. And that cannot come from a weak place. That cannot come from a place of poverty mindset. That means you have to change the way you think about everything, money. Whatever they was told to you, you got to change. You have to become something different. You have to believe. To believe that I was going to survive stage 4 cancer. That's the first thing, man. To believe that. To live that surgery. Only 9% of people live the surgery I have, first off. And then to come down from 200 some pounds to 145 pounds. No job. I got to go back to the job and look at the whole thing. I come back with a whole different eyesight. So I'm here to tell you that it is. All these things that I've been through. Come out of that, get a better job, and I'm talking about, listen to me. The Most High is all amazing. I'm just saying, but my life, my God is amazing. But to come out of that and to make more money after that, to come out and make more money than I ever made in my life. Listen to me. To come out of the stage 4 cancer, to come and get the job I had, to get promoted and get another job and make more money, then have another job, work on 2 jobs. And when the Most High say I ain't got to work 2 jobs, just that, then going into real estate and all these things, going into business, all that happened because I made a decision. All that happened because I said I'm going to make a standard that I'm going to live by. And no matter what, nothing, I'm going to learn whatever it takes to get to find it. And all of us have that same ability. See, these little steps are budgeting, finding out, looking at the paper, writing the stuff down, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff works. But if you don't do it, the belief to do it, the belief that you can do it, to have the patience to do it. And while you doing those things still gonna come, storms still gonna, problems gonna happen. Remember, 99 problems gonna happen. But the money don't have to be one. When I said I want to get in real estate, I had no way. Then my brother and I came together. But let me say something. I was prepared when it happened. Listen to me. It doesn't matter what I wanted. No matter he was my brother. The reason my brother did business, we did business together because I was prepared. My credit was good. I had money, and I was willing to work. I was willing to do what it takes. Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to sacrifice and to be disciplined and do these things? Because I can talk all day about money. I can tell you the steps to do. I can tell you a way. This is my way. But it's personal. What way work for you? Aren't you tired? First, I was tired of being tired. Let's fast forward now. Multiple houses later. Done learn all kind of how to remodel, construction, all this stuff. All these things that not debt free. All I want is some debt I have in my home. But let me say that I just sit down. Remember, like we sit down every week, 2 weeks, we sit down still and talk about money. And we sit down now. I'm telling that, it's a system that I'm doing. I don't put my money. I put all my money in my broker's account. Everything goes to the brokers. Everything flowing. My money, like I say, I always talk about money is flowing. Currency is always moving. It's moving on. My money is constantly moving. Direct deposit, to the check out, a credit card. This standards that I set for me, systems that I set in place, currency trust that I have to trust and believe that I don't put in, that is always for automatic just flowing. But it took years of trusting me, years of me getting my believing in what I said, not being two-sided, not being wishy-washy. Me and my wife believing in each other, working together. And it took time to sit down and constantly say, hey, now the system that we built, it works. And always trying to go to another level, always trying to improve. Now, this third was about money. I can tell you, hey, set a budget. Know where you look. Know how much you got coming in, how much you're going out, get an extra job, bring more money. You can do all those things. I did all those things before, and I still found myself back creep, lifestyle creep. But when I said, hey, there's got to be another way. I started looking it up. I started doing research and started seeing other people, other family, like how do they end it? People that are older than me end up right there. I don't want to end like that. How do I improve my family, my next step? How do that really work? My children. I put at least some. How do it? And you know what I feel? It ain't the money, it's the knowledge. So my mission, how do I do three things to make money? How you get wealthy? Real estate, investing, and the business. What caused a business to fail? You know what I'm saying? Anything that caused, I need to know who failed. I need to sit with people that understand that have business, what caused them to fail. Payroll, real estate, investing, what you're building, you pay for. You know what I'm saying? All these things, marketing, all these things that cost. How do I figure these things out? Not just for me, for my children, for their children. Because nobody figured it out for me. I was taught to work, go get a degree and go to work. That doesn't work anymore. Look how the market, look at everything that changed. But one thing I control my money, where my money go. I control my credit. I know how that flow, and I can control my education. I can't control the storms. I can't control the president. I can't control the world, but I control my ecosystem. I control certain things. Hey, I can't fill from an empty cup. I mean, my cup pours overflow into someone. So now I can't give you nothing that I don't have. My cup is empty. It doesn't make no sense. But we taught to give. Well, give. Well, how can you give from an empty cup? It's the knowledge. And that's what we do on the channel. It's a way. We have personal development, getting your mind right. Gotta get your mind right. That's what it is. Getting your mind right first. Because I can tell somebody, hey man, you want to work out? Hey, every year we do what? Work out. Everybody going to work, change new you, new me, and it never worked. Because you're right. You know what it is? That's what it is. Their mind ain't right. They got all kind of workout routines, all the magazines and all. Your mind got to be right. So all these 99 problems, you know what I'm saying? Money shouldn't be a problem. What are you willing to do? This is what this show is about. I know you thought I was gonna take it away. I got a financial toolkit that I'm gonna break down, but I want to. Is most of this stuff is mental. Most of this stuff is decided because people sell you anything, man. Credit card comes to tell you, hey, you need a credit card. They sell you anything. They know you personally. Stores know you personally. They market to you. They know all that. They can market to you things and tell you that they're good, but if you don't know the knowledge and lead you astray. You can be led. Hey, my bar is slave to the limit. It's good debt and bad debt. Do you know the difference between good debt and bad debt? Are you emotionally tied into it? You think I deserve a trip? See, that's one of my stats. We're not taking no trip, but we can't pay for the trip. I put on the credit card, but the end of the credit card gonna be paid. If we won't go. I don't deserve nothing unless I work for it. That's what it is. I deserve it if I work for it. You know what I'm saying? And when I do deserve it, I celebrate myself. I celebrate my wife. That's what I celebrate myself. But I don't have to celebrate my breath by that buying thing. Me celebrating is different for you. My celebration is I'm gonna buy me some stock because I know how important it is to make my money work for me. So that's it. This is what this show was about. Your financial. This is the way how we get out of the situation right here. Changing the way you think. Stop letting let the world dictate you what you are. Let's go ahead and get a system. Let's sit down and get a system and say, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna get a mentor. I'm not gonna sit there and get jealous and envy somebody. I need to solve my problem. I don't know the way. And I'm saying along the way, so many people helped me. So many people guided me. So many people helped me in business. So many people helped me. And just sitting there writing how to write an email, how to speak. But I remember later, man, when I first got in customer service, talking on the phone, that was let me tell you how simple this was. My first experience to where I'm at now that led me to what was sitting there with a lady, I can't remember my name, and I worked at a call center. And that lady sit there, and I kept feeling, and she sit up there and spoke to me and said, "Hey, let's get this down." I said, "Man, they hate me. They hate me. They ain't no white people against me." I had all reason why I was feeling it. When that lady said, "Let's sit down and listen to yourself speak," and when I heard my phone call, I said, "Oh my God, I ain't want that. I wouldn't hear. I didn't even hear myself." Now fast forward, I'm right here talking. Fast forward, I'm here giving. Fast forward, I'm going to people's houses. I'm giving meetings. I'm doing all these things. Was that the beginning of everything? All praises to the Most High, man. That sitting there telling me that she gonna sit, man. She went over every call and she said, "You know what? We're gonna do this on your lunch time, not on my time. You know, how bad do you want? You gonna come in the evening?" And I would go there, and she sit there and trained me, having empathy on the phone, understanding. So the thing is not to give up. The thing is we're gonna have storms. We're gonna have problems. We're gonna have problems all day. But hey, the money, that's a self-inflict. That's a choice. And mine, every time them things I told you stories was. I mean, let me tell you, my wife and I were gonna insurance wise. You know, after my surgery, my wife, we had insurance. We had two insurance. At my job and her, we were paying $300 something every paycheck a piece. It's about $700-800 a month. And I was like, "Baby, we gotta pay this." And my wife like, "No, we're gonna pay this. What if we get sick?" She believed in that, and I stayed with it. And when I went through that council, I paid nothing. I had to. Matter of fact, they wrote us a check. Bad things happen to good people. It rain on the good and rain on the just. But are you prepared? So that's what we're talking about. In 2026, it's time to get prepared. It's time, especially if you're in your mid 40s and 50s, 60s, you can't make no more mistakes. You can't. And it's time to sit down. If you're married, I'm telling you, I've been married. I mean, I'm married and my wife, we sit down and yes, it's hard. But you got to make a decision. You got to put a pin in it and the sand, burn all the cells, and we ain't going nowhere until we figure this out. We make enough money. But we got to figure this out. Everybody, if it ain't just me and you, everybody else got to wait till we figure this out. And we're going to get a strategy. My strategy is all my money go to my broker's account. So all my money sitting there is going interest. Money's moving. But that whole thing that's going that interest in there, it ain't going to no checking account, sitting no checking account no more. That's a different strategy. It ain't going out. My money's always making money while I'm sleeping. And see, you might see what it is. You want this big home run like that lottery stuff. I don't play the lottery. See, that's a standard. I don't play the lottery. I don't gamble. You say keep with the stock market gambling. No, it's calculated risk, baby. What's your risk tolerance? Your risk tolerance gambling, playing lucky. I don't do that because I know it's gonna go down, and I'm gonna keep on buying. That's my strategy. Daily, hey, every day I'm buying. When it's going down, it's on sale. I ain't lost nothing until I take the money out. That's what I believe in. That's my system. That's what I believe in. So what we're gonna be talking about, man. Right now we talked about a budget. That's it. Let's just find out what we got coming in and what we got going out. And how do we cut costs? What can we get rid of? What can we cut down, cut the costs? Let's just start right there first. You got a 401k, man, go get that free money. That's 6%. Get that. You got an HSA account. I know your money low. Man, that's money that's growing. Get that money. But it take time. It take time. But we're gonna dive in deep more to it. I would start right there, man. Just knowing what you got. What you got coming in, what you got going out. What you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay that condo. They're throwing $1,000 condo. How can I get that paid off? How can I pay this credit card? How can I get that debt off me? How can I save my emergency funds first? Let me build this emergency fund up when stuff comes, because I know I got 99 problems. So if I got my emergency fund up, I'm solving some problems. And most problems the money. What's part of the decision you do with the money? So that's it, man. Hey, if y'all like what I'm saying, man, hit the like button, subscribe with your boy, Blind Truth 1 on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe with your boy. I'm telling you, hey, we went deep on the new system, man. On the new thing my daughter got me on. I like it. I like it, man. I like it what I'm doing. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, I mess with something. That ain't right. But anyway, let me go, man. I did something. Let me see what I did wrong. Y'all know I can't see, folks. Forgive me. Uh-oh. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I had it set up right, but I don't. But hey, man, let me let you go. I thank y'all for listening to me. I don't even know how to end this thing. But anyway, thank y'all. We're gonna edit this. We're gonna put it out again. Is that it? She didn't show me how to end it. But I got a new thing that I'm set up, man. But I thank y'all for listening, man. Let's work. We're gonna get better. We're gonna end this with the right way. Let me see. Can I put it on there and start it over? And we get out of here.
Let me tell you something before we even get started today. Some of you are frustrated with your life, not because you're cursed, not because you're unlucky, not because the world is against you, but because you keep trying to build a future on standards that belong to your past. You keep asking for elevation while living at a level you should have outgrown years ago. And today we're not sugarcoating it. Because your life is not responding to your dreams. Your life is not responding to your vision board. Your life is not responding to your goals. Your life is responding to your standards, the ones you live by when nobody's watching. And if that hits you, good. Because this is the episode where we stop pretending. This is the episode where we stop negotiating with our excuses. This is the episode where we stop blaming circumstances and start confronting the truth. You don't rise to the level of what you want. You rise to the level of what you refuse to live beneath. So buckle up, take a breath, and get ready. Because today, we're raising the bar on your life, your habits, your identity, and your future. This is the world premiere word on the streets, and today, we're waking something up in you. Let me tell you, if it's
Thank
not
y'all.
responding to your vision.
Thank y'all for listening, man. Hey, let's take the difficult. We still learning. I'm still learning how to get this stuff set up. But I thank y'all for listening. Hey, come check me out. We're gonna come back again, man. We're gonna talk. We just talked about the set, knowing where you at. But it's here. Get your mind right first. This is what it's about. Getting your mind right. Then we'll talk about getting your money right. But spiritual, feels good mentally, and financially. Easy to one financially. Y'all have a good evening. Hit the like button. Share this.